We're back with Suzy Trotta, Trotta Montgomery Real Estate. She blogs about the Knoxville housing market, and we are looking at the July numbers because those are the latest numbers we have. Suzy, you write that we may be seeing a turn in the housing market. We'll get to that in a minute, but first let's get to the numbers that count and make the case. First, active listings. Take a look at that pink line. That's the one we're focused on because that represents this year.
Right. So active listings are the highest they've been in 2 years. So since 2020. And that's a pretty big deal because we have not had enough listings for the past 2 years.
What's the movement you're seeing in closed units? Again, the pink line that's really mixed up with a lot of those years. What are you seeing there that raises an eyebrow?
So what's interesting here is we have active listings going up at the same time that we have closings coming down. And this is not any kind of a catastrophic fall in closings, but closings were down month over month, year over year, in kind of a non-seasonal trend. But sales have been so high for so long, they had to level out sooner or later. And I think what we're seeing here is a slight correction in the market.
We are near historic lows for months of supply. Again, the pink line there, but you say we are seeing some encouraging signs there.
We finally have 2 months worth of housing supply for the first time since 2020. And I think that's a really big deal. So if you think about it in terms of, we had 1 month of supply this time last year, our housing supply has doubled since 2021. So it's not where we want to be. We'd like to be at 6 months ideally, but it is giving buyers more to choose from.
Lastly, I said you were writing about a potential correction. Why do you say that?
We're already starting to see it in the market slightly. It is still very much a seller's market, but sellers cannot no longer get away with anything they want. For example, a seller doesn't respond to an offer in a timely manner, the offer expires. Instead of just automatically giving them an extension, the buyer, another house comes on the market, the buyer goes and looks at that one. For 2 years, there was not another house to go look at. There just wasn't that option. So, sellers need to realize that while this is still a seller's market, they need to act accordingly if they're serious about selling their house.
Suzy Trotta, Trotta Montgomery Real Estate. You can read more of her blog at her website. Thank you, Suzy.
Thank you.